Tyson's brother.
Tyson's brother. All right. How old are you?
24.
24. Where do you work?
Well, I'm currently going to Tooele Tech to get my CDL.
CDL. All right. So the reason I decided to interview you about bowling is because you had a profound impact on my life during one of my most, I guess, biggest bullying encounters I've experienced in junior high, the jalapeno incident. So I guess I want to ask you, how did you stop the bullying when you figured out I was being bullied?
I was just typically bigger than the kid that was bullying you, so he kind of just stood down to me. He didn't really want to mess with someone that was bigger than him.
What gave it away that I was being bullied?
It just didn't seem like you were really into the whole situation, and it looked like it kind of shoved you, so I took matters into my own hands and dealt with it.
What are some of the effects that you noticed that the bullying had on you? Your eye?
You were just quiet and kind of kept to yourself, didn't really say too much when it was happening. I know you were kind of more of a secluded person than most, so.
And how did it feel when you found out I was being bullied?
It pissed me off.
Well, what's some general advice you would give to deter bullying? Both to the victims and the bullies, I guess.
I don't know if I necessarily have any advice. I just don't think it's necessarily right. I mean, if you got problems going on within yourself that you feel like you need to bully, maybe reach out to somebody and not necessarily deal with that. And if you're being bullied, maybe find someone who's more adequately equipped to deal with a situation like that. Maybe if you're not, I guess, big enough or strong enough to stand up to a bully, go ahead and maybe find somebody who is.
Have you ever been bullied?
Not personally, no.
Not that you noticed. What was your view on bullying, and how did it change after you helped me get out of the situation?
I just was happy for you and that you weren't in that situation anymore. I feel like it kind of affected your mood, and I'm glad that changed after that kid left you alone.
Have you noticed any bullying in your job?
My past experiences, yeah, I've seen people be bullied, just belittled during job exercises and working with them.
What types of bullying have you seen in your job?
More like verbal bullying, just kind of putting other people down because they couldn't do a certain function as fast as somebody else or as efficient.
What does it look like when someone is bullied?
You can just kind of tell when someone's kind of playing around and when somebody's not. I mean, it affects somebody's mood, and when somebody's joking around, you can kind of tell, oh, hey, everybody's kind of into it. It's not a big deal, but you can kind of see the difference between bullying and somebody who's just messing around. Being bullied is more of it affecting somebody's mood or kind of making somebody depressed.
All right. Were you aware there's a National Bullying Month?
No.
According to the National Institute of Health, National Bullying Prevention Month is October. In your view, how widespread is bullying as a social issue?
I would say it's everywhere. Everybody deals with some sort of bullying necessarily in their life. Maybe it might not be you yourself who gets bullied, but people around you do.
According to the Monique Burr Foundation, in a study, 13 million students were bullied in 2023. That means 1 in 4 students was bullied, and 1 in 3 students experienced cyberbullying. It also states 57% of situations, if someone intervening bullying, it is actually stopped. What signs have you seen that indicate someone is being bullied?
Just awkwardness or the secluded to themselves. Maybe somebody's crying or maybe not not as talkative as others are, or just situations like that.
Alright, according to the American Psychological Association, some signs that a student or someone is being bullied include ripped clothes, hesitation about getting involved, decreased appetite, nightmares, crying, depression, and anxiety. So, what type of bullying seems most prevalent to you?
What do you mean?
Like, verbal bullying, cyberbullying, bullying that gets physical.
I would say what happens most that I see is probably verbal bullying more than anything.
Alright, thank you for the interview.